6 laps, the scheduled distance here for your qualifying heat race. 2 laps for the looks this time. Down Cedar Rapids, Iowa native. Multi-time national champion of the sport mod division. Multi-generational driver to the Olsen family. Halfway home this time by 3 in the books, 3 left to go. Olsen, Dosical, Grace Mullen, Sam Weeben, top 4 cars headed the redraw. Jared Franzen with a handful of race car, the 33, going to look to the inside. The 22R, Brady Hill, looking for the number 5 on the speedway. We go green flag out here, 2 to go. Battle on the racetrack right now for that number 5 spot, but it's still 1 spot on the outside looking in as we got White Laundry waving at the clothesline this time by Tony Olsen out front. He's let them all. We'll see if he'll lead the final. Olsen goes home. Grace Mullen, Sam Weeben, top 4 headed to the redraw. The same top 4 it's been all race long. Tony Olsen with this one in the bag as he works him up off a turn 4. Checkers way for Tino. Of the redraw. We're headed on to the redraw for the 19 main. Coming home in the 4th spot will be Sam Weeben at 198. 3rd, to Race Mullen, the 77 junior. 2nd spot to the 12D, the duck herder Joe Dosical. And your heat race winner, he joins us out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. How about it for Tony Olsen? Qualifying heat race, numero dos, set to make its way out onto the speedway lineup. Going to look something similar to this. On the pole, the 31 car out of Hazel Green, Wisconsin, that is Jason Roth. To his outside, the 69er out of McCausland, Iowa, that is Ryan Reed. Row 2 on the inside, the 71 Jadalomore, it's Justin Schroeder. To his outside, the 77H out of Freeport, that is Kyle Niels. 3rd and final on the inside, the 24X out of Denver, Colorado, that is Cole Stricker. To his outside, the 9H out of Wilton, Iowa, that is Levi Heath. Once again, set to go. 6 laps the distance. The top 4 headed to the redraw for tonight's A main. Jason Roth, multi-time track champion here at 300 Raceway in all its configurations. The big half, the little 3/8, and now the big high bank 3/8 mile. He's won a track championship on all 3 racing surfaces that we've come to know here in the big city of Farley. The green flag's going to wave. Roth going to work the top spot off of turn 2 and show him down the back straightaway. Ryan Reed right there in tow as we'll work him into 3 and 4. Roth on the high side, Reed 1 line higher as we work him through 3 and 4. 1 lap going to score this time by Jason Roth in command of this one. But Ryan Reed knocking on the back bumper of the Hazel Green Hustler off of turn 2 and down the back chute. The back stretch here in Farley. Look out, we've got trouble. One turned around, collects another one, and drives another one up into the concrete. Caution on the speedway. Kyle Niels, the 77H car, you see up on top of the concrete there. The center turns 3 and 4. Speedway Fire and Rescue on the scene, checking on the condition of the driver, Kyle Niels. The helmet off. Driver is okay. He's not happy, but he is all right. Kyle Niels.
Thought that was Jensen Ford down there for a minute behind the wall.
That's IMCA Modified National Champion Jeff Bone Larson. Freeport, Illinois, buddies. Kyle Niels.
Trying to rack up a replay here for you, Jason.
I didn't get to see a whole lot of it. I just glanced the other way to look at the leaders. And
how about that national anthem? Very well done. What was the young lady's name again?
Sarah Boyle, young lady from Cascade, Iowa, just south of here.
Very nice.
That was absolute A1 top shelf rendition.
Let's see, Jason, if we do have a replay of this incident.
There it comes, the FloRacing instant replay. There you see the car in question, Kyle Neal's 77H machine. I don't believe this was his cow pie. I do believe that he just stepped in, and you see Ryan Reed 69R machine. Oopsie daisy. Get turned around, pointed the wrong direction. Justin Schroeder tries to avoid. We get contact. Somebody else's cow pie, but he's got the dirty boot. Kyle Neal's out of Freeport, Illinois. We'll look to rescue that thing off the concrete. Once again, talked about the schedule upcoming with the Lucas Oil Late Battle Dirt Series. Follow them on down the road to 34 Raceway tomorrow night, West Burlington, Iowa. And then the big one, 3 days, is Show Me 100. Yeah, you see the crews working to get that destruction cleaned up there. The top side of turns 3 and 4. Kyle Neal's. We might have to unhook the big flag off that rotator on the back straightaway and get him some help. Nope, RJ's got artillery. We'll bring in the big deer end loader. Hook 'em and book 'em. One of the cool things around here in Farley, the back straightaway, the backstretch gang back there, James. You see those guys all lined up back there? Yeah. Best thing about it, it's BYOB. You can do whatever you'd like as long as you stay within the parameters of the local laws, which is pretty lax around this place. But they can just line up back there, have a good old time. The Muffler Pros Party Zone back there on the backstretch here at 300 Raceway.
Who's running the John Deere there? It's not RJ.
Oh, that's the boss man.
That's the boss man. There you go. Watch this. Watch it. Hey, there you go.
Slick pick.
Uh-huh. Now twirl him around, right?
Yeah, a little pirouette. Down and twice as easy as it went up. Kerplunk.
There you go.
Once again, Speedway Fire and Rescue, want to thank those guys for being here with us at 100% volunteer pace. Each and every one of those folks here with us in a volunteer capacity, keeping our drivers, our track crews, and our fans safe here each and every race night at 300 Raceway and others across Eastern Iowa. Speedway Fire and Rescue, once again with us, keeping everybody safe. Well, that ought to thin the herd back just a little bit. Looks like a couple of them going to make their way on into the infield. Kyle Neal, 77. H Machine going to go back for a rhinoplasty or a schnoz job. Ryan Reed, 69, are doing just fine. Jason Roth, race leader, scored 1 lap in the books. Our scheduled 6 here. Tonight's heat race number 2 for your Sport Mods. Brought to you by Delaney's Auto and Ag right here in the big city of Farley. Delaney's Ice Cream Hut on hand with us down in the vendor area. Get a scoop, get to them. It's cold, but ice cream's just fine.
Hope the rye wheat doesn't grow anymore tonight because our banner racks down there are under siege.
If we
still see them.
We're going to have to make sure we don't get Dustin Jarrett too close to that. We could lose him in there.
Very true.
Looks like the caution lights are out. We're set to go back under the green flag. Down into 3 and 4, the odd-colored tire. That's where we light the fires. Jason Roth going to bring us back. Hammer down to the flag waving, and we're back racing. And Jason Roth going to step out front once again. Off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Ryan Reed trying to hang on to the number 2 spot. Levi Heath snatch it away down the back straightaway. Cole Stickler, the 24X, up into that final redraw transfer position as we'll come across the stripe this time. Looking just inside of the halfway point here. Three laps scored in the books. Your race leader, Jason Roth, out front, picking him up, putting him down. Levi Heath, Ryan Reed, Cole Stickler, your top 4 cars headed on to the redraw for tonight's A main. Justin Schroeder, the lone man on the outside looking in here. The green flag going to go high in the air. 2 laps remain. Battle on the speedway for the number 2 spot. Ryan Reed, the 69er on the inside. Levi Heath and the 9H side by side. They'll battle off a turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Heath the advantage as we work them into 3 and 4. Heath on the high side. Ryan Reed on the inside. White Laundry waving 1 to go. Jason Roth going to toss the keys on the desk and check out of this joint. He works high, wide, and handsome at the top side of turns 1 and 2. Levi Heath looking for a golf ball off the fairway there on the exit of turn 2, but he'll gather it up right to the rear deck lid of the 69er. Battle still raging on. Jason Roth going to pick up heat race number 2. Second spot going to go to the 69er of Ryan Reed. Unofficially coming home with the number 4 spot, the final transfer position into the redraw for tonight's A main. Cole Stickter in 24X. Third will go to the Levi Heath's 9H machine. The 69er Ryan Reed comes home the number 2 spot. And your heat race winner, he joins us out of Hazel Green, Wisconsin. How about it for Jason Roth?
Whatever happened to Ace Heim? He used to be out of Hazel Green, didn't he?
Hazel Green, Keeler. Ace is still
Ace
kicking
Heim.
around, not doing any racing. I believe he had some back issues and sidelined him off the race and stuff, but you'll still see him out and about every now and again, just not behind the wheel particularly.
By the way, Jesse Stovall here tonight, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is in the house, the National Dirt Lame Hall of Famer. How about a big round of applause for Brian Burkhofer in the house tonight watching? Can't beat that, can you? In the class of 2022, last year.
Final qualifying heat race set to make its way out onto the speedway. Kurt Hilmer on the pole out of Dysart, Iowa. Brad Salisbury will be to his right flank. Row 2 to the inside. The part-timer Rusty Shaw to his outside. It's Justin Becker in 35 junior. Third and final will be Josh Fisher in 59 and Cam Reimers out of Kelly, Iowa in 21R. Green flag gonna wave. Kurt Hilmer, the 22H car, the get up and go, got up and went. That baby tied to a stump there. He'll fall to the tail of the field. Cam Reimers, the mover and groover, as he works up into the number 3 position out of the inside of the 28 of Brad Salisbury. 3 cars, you can cover them up with the Casey's Pizza Box down through 3 and 4. 1 lap scored. Who's going to lead? Justin Becker, your defending champion of the Yankee Dirt Track Classic. The 35 junior working out front. Rusty Shaw, the part-timer out of Piasta. In the number 2 spot, Cam Reimers in that rugged electronics. Mystic Lubricants, car number 21R. Out of Kelly, Iowa, works in the number 3 spot, 4th. Alongside Brad Salisbury out of Moline, Illinois, 28. Good battle for the number 2 spot. You see Cam Reimers work to the outside of Rusty Shaw. Good battle there. As we work him up off at turn number 4, give the spot to Reimers, and he'll go to work on the 35 junior of Justin Becker, set sail to the top side of the speedway. Four laps will score this time by the green flag. High in the air, 2 to go. Trouble in turn 4. We got Kurt Hilmer into the concrete and doing a 50-50 X Games. Back down off of it, but wadded up, looking to get himself rescued. Rough ride there for Kurt Hilmer, the 22H, but the White Laundry's going to wave this time by. Justin Becker, the first to drape underneath. Cam Reimers, second, third. Stick with the 6R. Rusty Shaw, the battle on the speedway for that 4th and final redraw position. Josh Fisher and Brad Salisbury side by side over at checkers wave. Justin Becker, easy squeezy lemon peasy, going to pick up heat race number 3. Unofficially going to come home in that 4th and final transfer position will be Josh Fisher in 59, third to Rusty Shaw, the 6R. Second spot to Cam Reimers in 21R. And your heat race winner, the former Yankee Dirt Track Classic champion out of Bernard, Iowa. How about it for Justin Becker? Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Qualifying heat race is set to go. You see the FloRacing instant replay there. Tough break for Kurt Hilmer. Into hot. Just bounced it through the fluffy stuff. Did one of those 50-50 X grind games up on the top side of the speedway. And we're set to go, James.
He kept on trucking, though, didn't he?
Hammer down.
There you go. All right, Jason, thank you very much. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. 3 heats coming up next. It'll be Penske Shock Seat number 1. It'll be laps all transfer. And the winner start on the pole tonight. of the Terminal Maintenance and Construction Pole here at Farley, Iowa 300 Raceway. You see this big crowd. The last several times we've been here, it's been packed and stacked. As Ricky Thornton Jr. is on the pole of heat number 1 out of Martinsville, Indiana. Alongside is Hudson O'Neal, the current series points leader. He's also out of Martinsville, Indiana, the number 1 car. Row 2 will be Dalton Wilson, 8th in the points out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Tyler Erb, currently 9th in the points out of New Waverly, Texas. Row number 3 will be Cody Evans. He's out of Camden, Ohio in the 4G. Ross Robinson alongside in 7 out of Georgetown, Delaware. Row 4 will be Boom Briggs out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Garrett Alberson, the 58. Now hailing out of Dubuque, Iowa. Tegan Evans out of Clinton, Iowa, the T22. Everybody's going to start tonight. The winner of this heat starts on the pole tonight of the Terminal Maintenance and Construction Pole behind the Brandon Ford Pace Truck variant. Jerry Van Sickle on the flag stand here tonight. By the way, it is $1,000 just to start the race. So some drivers going to pick up some pretty good chunk of cash here tonight. So thanks to RJ Simon, the promoter, for agreeing with that with series director Rick Schwally. Rick asked him, he said sure. And we appreciate all the fans coming out tonight and supporting that in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, event number 17 of the year. First previous 16 this year, 11 different winners have gone to Victory Lane. Tomorrow night will be at 34 Raceway down in Burlington, Iowa. And then next weekend, 3 nights of racing, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. The Show Me 100 next Saturday night. $50,000 to win live here on MAV TV on FloRacing, as each and every Lucas Oil race is. If you get time after the heat races, folks, be sure to visit Arizona Sports Shirts, the official merchandise vendor of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, they have Lucas Oil Racewear. We have t-shirts, we have sweatshirts, we have hoodies. We have the Big River Steel Chase for the Championship, brought to you by ARP. All of those great sizes and colors behind the grandstand area. Be sure to visit Arizona Sports Shirts after our 3 heat races tonight. Again, there will be no B-Main. All right, Ricky Thornton Jr. comes in tonight tied for second in the points with Brandon Overton. Hudson O'Neal alongside. He's the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, the current Castro FloRacing, not an American points leader. Ricky Thornton Jr., he's in the Big River Steel Hooker Truck 820 RT, the Valvoline number 1 of Hudson O'Neal in the Racing Free-Roll Start Zone in Penske Shocks 8-1 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Not a good start for Hudson O'Neal. Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to take the lead now. O'Neal will take to the bottom down the back straightaway on Tyler Erb. As they switched over, Ross Robinson runs in fourth. 1 lap in the books. It's Ricky Thornton Jr. with the lead. And everybody goes. The winner starts in the Terminal Maintenance and Construction Pole tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to remain perfect. He was the all-star performance overall fast qualifier here tonight. Hudson O'Neal trying to track him down the main straightaway. For those that don't know, Hudson O'Neal used to drive the SSI Motorsports 20 RT. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3. It's about 7-8 car lengths for Thornton. The native of Chandler, Arizona, lived for several years in Adel, Iowa, now living in Martinsville, Indiana. The top 2 drivers do live in Morgan County, Indiana. Out at turn number 2, Tyler running in 3rd. 4th is Dalton Wilson. 5th is Ross Robinson in the 7 car. Then it's Garrett Alberson, Tegan Evans, and Boom Briggs. Excuse me, Cody Evans, Boom Briggs, and Tegan Evans. In this 8-lap main Penske Shocks heat number 1. As we are halfway done, as we will have 3 to go coming up. And Ricky Thornton Jr. out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. Out in front. 3 wins this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for the 32-year-old in the Todd and Vicki Burns SSI Motorsports entry. Down the main straightaway. 2 laps to go. Right now, looking good. He's got a huge lead. Tyler Erb trying to reel in second place Hudson O'Neal as they come out of turn number 4. The white flag will fly for Ricky Thornton Jr. 1 lap to go. And now the lead is over to seconds. Out of turn number 4, Ricky Thornton Jr. leading green to checkers, wire to wire. And Penske Shocks heat number 1. He'll be on the terminal maintenance construction pole tonight. Second place will be Hudson O'Neal. Third is Tyler. Fourth will be Dalton Wilson at 18D. Followed by Ross Robinson, Garrett Alberson, Cody Evans, Boone Briggs, and Tegan Evans. So your winner, he's in the Big River Steel, Hooker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana, Dyno 1 Inc., Westside Tractor Sales, D&E Outside Services, Midwest Sheet Metal, Certified Inspection Service Company Incorporated, Sunoco, Bill Stein, Murdy Farms, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief, DJ Williams, Christopher Jaco on the crew of the Todd and Vicky Burns Longhorn Clements, out of Martinsville, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for your winner, Ricky Thornton Jr.?
James, he snubbed me. He's so fast, he must have driven right by me, my friend.
They only did that to Blake Anderson.
Oh, no.
We'll
Look,
get her ironed out.
I got a face made for radio. They don't want to see me is what it is. James,
we'll get her ironed out.
Hey, absolutely, man. Summit Racing Equipment heat number 2's on the track, my friend.
How's the crowd look down there to you in the infield?
Looks great, man. A great looking crowd. That one guy, I don't really know about him. Everyone else looks really, really good here tonight. And how about my friends on the back straightaway here? What a good looking crowd we got. Yeah, I see up there. Great looking crowd here on the back straightaway too, James.
We don't have any T3G members though here, do we?
We do. I don't think we do now.
We got a 4G in Cody Evans. All right, row number 1, Dustin of Summit Racing Equipment. Heat number 2, it'll be Mason Ziegler, the 25Z out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, on the pole outside the 99. Out of Dresden, Ohio, that is Devin Moran. Row 2 will be the number 20 out of Newport, Tennessee, that is Jimmy Owens. Outside the 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi, is Spencer Hughes. Row 3 will be Daniel Hilzebeck. He's out of Earlham, Iowa, in the 22. And Jake Tim alongside the 49T out of Winona, Minnesota. Row 4 will be Spencer Dirks. He's out of Davenport, Iowa, the 29. Jason Round, the 98 out of Farley, Iowa. And Brandon Overton, who had problems qualifying, did not get a lap in, will start shotgun on the field in the 76. Summit Racing Equipment heat number 2 at the Racing Free Row Start Zone with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The black 25Z, Mason Ziegler into 1, Moran on the outside. Ziggy out of 2, Morano dipped down low down the back straightaway. They go side by side into turn 3, and Devin Moran's going to grab the lead at 99. Ziegler will battle back. Ziegler throws the slider. Moran with the crossover at the line. Who's it going to be? By a nose, it's Ziggy. And Moran will power back into 2. A good one at Farley here. Heat number 2 down the back straightaway. Ziegler retakes the lead. Mason Ziegler, the 2018 Rookie of the Year. Moran's got a good hot rod. Devin right on him down the main straightaway. This is for the outside of the front row tonight. Here comes Spencer Hughes at 11. Spencer Hughes has a run down the back straightaway in car 11. In the Craig and Champions PCC Motorsports entry, Spencer Hughes will fire to the bottom. Good race out at turn 4. 5 down, or excuse me, 3 down, 5 to go. Ziggy out at 2, Moran, Hughes. Jimmy Owens runs in 4th. Jake Tim is 5th. Was 5/10 of a second last time around for the Batman. I guess we could call him Batman Jason, right? In the black 25Z. Down the back straightaway. Brandon over trying to work up in the 76 car. Remember, no qualifying time in him. He goes into the 6th spot trying to around Jason Round in his first race of the season. Mason Ziegler out of turn number 2. Devin Moran, it's now 6/10 of a second down the back straightaway. Spencer Hughes 3rd, Jimmy Owens 4th. Then it's Jake Tim, Jason Round, Brandon over to Daniel Hilzebeck, Spencer Dirks. Down the straightaway, 2 to go. Chief starter, Jerry Van Sickle. And now Ziegler pushes a little bit at turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, does Moran have time as we enter the white flag? Boy, the first couple laps of this E-race, they were throwing sliders at each other. Ziegler and Moran, white flag, 1 lap to go for the 25Z. Remember, he started on the front row at Davenport, Iowa a couple of nights ago. Led for a while. Here comes Ziggy out at turn 4 in the 2018 Series Rookie of the Year. Wins heat number 2 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Second spot will be Devin Moran. Third will be Spencer Hughes. Fourth will be Jimmy Owens. Good race there, fans. So Grabbing fourth will be Jimmy Owens at 20. Third will be Spencer Hughes at 11. Second will be the 99 of Devin Moran, and your winner. He's in the JL Industries, Roy's Body Shop and Garage, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, and his father-in-law, Davey Johnson, the Hall of Famer, Imperial River Transport. Brian Liverman, the crew chief on the Rocket Clements, out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. He'll be on the front row tonight. How about it for the 25C of Mason Ziegler? Dustin Jarrett, he likes you.
Yes, he does. He likes me better than Ricky Thornton. You mentioned that he had a good run at Davenport, Iowa the other night, of course, and he picked up the win on the first night out in this race car in the Billy Wynn Classic at Bedford Speedway. Mason, watching you from the infield, man, you just seem really, really comfortable behind the wheel of this race car. Is that the case?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't say enough about Mark Richards and this new race car. It's a completely different beast. Like I said, hats off to those guys. The whole team over there, since I've gotten in this thing, it's just been spot on. We've been damn near fast time every night I've got in it, and man, it's effortless to drive, to be honest with you. I'm just comfortable in it. It's easy for me to just get around there and do some maneuvers that maybe I'd feel uncomfortable otherwise. But no, thank you to them. Thank you to my guys, Brian, Daryl, Buck, all my sponsors, Glenn Elliott, he's watching tonight, and and Davey Johnson with the Imperial River Transport, and Evan with JLE. These guys have given me the ability to have this equipment and be able to come out here and do this. And like I said, I can't do it without them. And hopefully we can put a night together. I think we're close. There the other night at wherever we were there, Davenport. We were leading there, and I just felt like we just made a couple of little tweaks before the feature that actually Mark recommended. We probably would have been right there, at least the top three. So. No, we're learning every night, and we're getting better and better and better, so I'm really excited for the future.
James, he's going to roll off on the outside front row tonight. Say, Maine, how about it for the driver out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, Mason Ziegler.
All right, Dustin, 2 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for Mason Ziegler, trying to make it number 3 here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr., Mason Ziegler, who's going to be inside of row number 2 here tonight. Simpson Race Products seat number 3 will look this way. 3-time series champion Jonathan Davenport on the pole in 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. 2-time and reigning series champion Tim McCready alongside in 39 out of Watertown, New York. Row 2 be the current Lucas Oil MLRA points leader. That'll be Chad Simpson out of Mount Vernon, Iowa, with the 25C. 4-time series champion Earl Pearson Jr. The